Welcome to ConvHERsations with Kristie, brought to you by Herverse, a community where women who lead, build, and grow come together. This is a space for real, unscripted conversations with bold leaders who are creating impact. No fluff, no filters, just honest insights to help you lead well and live fully. Because at Herverse, we believe leadership isn't meant to be done alone. I am confident you are going to love it. So let's get started.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode. I am so excited to have my dear friend Michele here with us. Michele, I would love to have you introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you so much, Kristie, for having me on. First of all, I'm so beyond inspired by you and everything you've done. Your entire Herverse community is, the empowerment of women is so beautiful. And with that, so I'm Michele Kehrer. I have been an entrepreneur my whole entire life, like from the time I was 5 years old onward. I've done so many different things. My most recent and to this day, my largest success was owning a physical therapy practice downtown Chicago. I had it for 16 years, successfully exited and moved to Florida, where I'm here with my fiance and my cute dog. And I'm now doing business growth coaching, which is just, it's everything I love. I love the people side of things. I love helping people and being in front of people and helping them get out of their own way. And especially seeing women flourish in the world just gives me such great joy.
Oh, I could not agree more with you, my friend. And you've actually written a book around this because your book is launching this month. I'm super excited about that. So what is the book about and what inspired you to write it?
Well, it's called Brave Shift. So it's 30 mindset changes to transform your life. And it really is about how small habits create massive life change. So it isn't about changing everything in your life. It's about changing a few things that change everything. It's about reframing adversity and reclaiming control of your life and who you are, like finding your calm and clarity in the chaos, like all of that. My inspiration was pretty fun because it's just like, I feel like I have gone through the doors that were mostly unlocked, and I feel I have made almost every mistake possible. So why not write a book about it so someone could possibly learn from my mistakes instead of choosing to make all of them themselves? So it's a fun book.
I love that. What a great reason to write a book so people can learn from your mistakes. And also how courageous of you to share those vulnerabilities with everybody.
Oh, I'm a heart on my sleeve kind of woman. I tell it like it is. I feel like if we all were way more vulnerable with ourselves and each other, how the world would be a better place, because we would just and our insecurities would be wiped out because we would shine a light on them, and we would realize that all those things that we think are quirky, weird, or make us insecure are really the things that make us the most beautiful, that our friends love about us the most.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more. It's always the things that I think are silly, or I can't believe I did that type of things that people are like, that's what we love about you, right? That's what makes you you. And if you stop doing those things, then you won't be Kristie anymore. And we want that. We want that part of you. So I love that.
Absolutely. And it's like, and that's the stuff that when, I look at my friends, do I love my best friend because she's got it all together all the time? Heck no, I love it because when we're together, we are so silly. Like, we love to drink champagne and eat Twizzlers. Like, what a goofy fun thing, but that's our thing, right? Like, that's us being just, playful and lovely and no stress and not worrying about being perfect and just loving each other exactly where you're at.
I love that you said that, because when I think about the word perfect, and especially around people that you want to be comfortable with, that's an act, because nobody is perfect. right? We all have, faults and quirks and whatever, whatever words you want to insert there. We all have those things. But when we're trying so hard to be perfect, man, that's just it's just an act that's happening.
Yeah, and we're not being true to ourselves.
Yes.
When we're not being true to ourselves, inevitably resentment, entitlement happen. Like I didn't say what I wanted to say for the last 6 months because I was being a martyr. So because I didn't want to create any conflict. Well, that only just sits inside of someone and creates all this resentment and this ick and this walls between us. Like drop all that and let's just be with each other and have hard conversations to move forward into fun.
Yeah, let's be real, right?
Yeah.
Let's be real. I love that. Excuse me. You talked about 30 disciplines. What is your favorite, or one or two that you have in the book that you've applied to your life?
Oh, well, they're all things that I've applied to my life, because when you read it, the book's designed that you don't necessarily have to read it cover to cover. You could open it up to any chapter and it's a little quick, here's the goofy thing, the funny, the hard, the tragic, the whatever the scenario was in my life. And at the end of the chapter is the shift moves. So how to take that and really apply it right here, right now to your life. And I think the biggest thing really is about how little tiny things can change your life. I was recently listening to Megan Summerall. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but she's all about building a morning routine. And I was resistant to morning routines. So it's do a time audit and track what your morning routines are. And then she goes, okay, now go back and say how much of those things are actually for you in service of yourself, and how much of that morning routine is really a task list, a to-do list. And I was like, oh my gosh, all of what I was doing was a to-do list. All of what I was doing was a checklist. And I would get to my desk and start work and realize I'm exhausted because I hadn't nurtured myself. I hadn't taken care of myself. I hadn't prioritized anything. I was living in this perpetual to-do list that never gets accomplished without moving my own life forward. So the whole book is about these small habits that create massive life change.
I love that. So I have to ask, what's your morning routine?
And this is brand new. I mean, we're talking within weeks. Like this isn't something that I pulled together. But I realized the best thing to do when I get out of bed is have my feet hit the floor and do a meditation, even if it's a few minutes, like grounded in the day. And not start with, my mind used to start with like all the things that I had to do. Now it's like, how do I start today present for me? And of course I have a dog, so I have to walk him and all that. But I have a book that I read. It's a daily affirmation book that has like one little blurb a day about the day. And it's a theme, and it's amazing how it's so relevant. And then sometimes my workout, I plan when my workout is going to be during the day. Like here, I wanted to make sure I was here and awake and present for you. So my workout gets moved to the afternoon. But to make sure that I'm doing the things that take care of my body so I can be here for a long time, and my mind so that I'm in the right headspace and present to all of those that I know and love around me.
I love that. I am such a proponent of morning routines. I really started working on mine probably, goodness, about 2.5 years ago now. And I noticed a monumental shift. You're right. It was small things that I did too. It was not anything major at the beginning. I just implemented one thing that I wanted to do. And then over the last 2 years, I've kind of added a couple of things where it's like, oh, this now feels like a complete morning routine for me. So it's great to hear that, right? And listen, I agree. Like that nourishment early in the morning is really truly what I need. So I'm one that my feet hit the ground and I've got worship music on, and I need to hear music. I need to hear things. That music just touches my soul, like my soul. So I put that music on and I feel something, like I'm ready to get up and moving. and then by the time I get to my desk, instead of having a list of things to do, I'm like, wait a minute, I want to take some time. I want to read a couple of things, and I want to journal a little bit before I just dive into a task list. And it's amazing how much that has really, truly shifted things for me.
And Kristie, start the morning with a dance party. I mean, why not? Like, son of a gun, what a brilliant idea. Like, holy cow. And talk about protecting your peace and owning your space. Like, you figured out that, listening to your worship music, like, puts you in your heart and soul. And when you're in your heart and soul, you're going to do your best work. You're going to be your best self. I love that. And I think I want to like steal that. How about party in my morning? Yeah.
You don't even have to steal it, friend. You can just permanently borrow it.
Done and done. I'll give you credit every single time. Here's the Kristie dance party.
I love it. I think you're going to have a big surprise at Summit because you're coming this year. We have a dance party at Summit every year too. You're going to love it. Yeah. So what's another discipline in the book that really stands out to you?
Learning about your own boundaries. It was fascinating. As I was doing this time audit thing, week 1, I realized that from the moment I woke up until I went to bed was action-packed, jam-packed with things. And I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then into Friday. And it was like, by the time Friday rolled around, I was so unbelievably exhausted and burned out. I could do nothing Friday, nothing Saturday, nothing Sunday. And all of a sudden it's Monday and I'm starting all over again. Yeah. And I was like, when I went and audited my time audit, I'm like, what in the world? Like, what am I living for? What am I doing with my time? Like, where is the fun in my life? Like, what? And so I'm like, I have to plan fun. I'm like, that's weird. Like, I'm an upbeat person and I have created a place where I'm burned out again, and I'm burned out in paradise. Like, how ridiculous is that? So stop it and start living bold, like be in control. So now I build in breaks, whether it's go play with the dog or go for a walk, go to the gym in the middle of the day, whatever it takes, but don't allow myself to burn myself out.
That is so true. That is so true. And you talking about boundaries and burnout in the same sentence here, just how true is that? Because we just go. And we forget to stop and take care of ourselves, right? Sometimes our brains just need a break.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Michele, but one thing that I've learned about myself is if I wake up in the morning, because I'm an early riser, right? I love to wake up early in the morning. I'm usually in my office before most people are even awake, and my brain is just firing, right? I'm on go. But then by like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I'm like, whoa, I need a break. And so I'll go get some lunch. I'll go for a walk. I'll do whatever I need to do, and then I'll come back for those last couple of hours. But man, if I just sit here all day every day, I'm actually less productive. And that seems so counterintuitive, right? Like I'm like, no, if I'm sitting here from 8 to 5, I should be really, really productive. But no, if I'm sitting here without any break, without taking care of myself, the end of the day just becomes a lull.
Yeah. And then I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to be in the way. But I'm like, being around people is my favorite. And all of a sudden I don't want to be. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not who I am. Yeah. Like, this is incongruent with who I am. And it's because of my choices throughout the day that I'm allowing myself to become a person that I am not. Like, like, it's just mind blowing to be like, all right, like, I don't have to work 24/7. And I could, but to what end?
Exactly. And then what's the benefit? Like, if all we're doing all day long is working and working and working, we're not nourishing and taking care of ourselves, which means that we're not showing up the best for our families. We're not showing up the best for our communities. We're not showing up the best for our teams that we're leading.
Yeah. I heard this other quote. I don't remember who said this. It was either a book I read or whatever, but it talked about protecting your time. And when you're sitting at your desk, if you are not fully in it and you're wasting time by cleaning your desk or doing something else that has nothing to do with what will actually benefit you for the day, you're actually stealing time from yourself, from your family, from your friends, because you'll have to push into the evening or into the weekend to get things done. So how much better is it to stop, take a break, and come back with a clear head so you're not stealing time from yourself or your people later in the day?
I love that. It reminds me of the quote that I've heard so many times, that when you say yes to something, you are saying no. I'm sorry. Yeah. When you're saying no to something else, right? And if you're taking those times to clean your desk or to do all the little things, then you're saying no to spending more time with your family. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wild, right? Wild. And you're like, and when you think about that, you're like, wow. Like, wow, that's so weird. It's the opposite of what I really want out of life.
Exactly. Sometimes the things that seem logical are actually counterintuitive. Like they're not the things that we truly need. So we actually really need to step back and evaluate what is being the most productive for me right now. And these little things of not not being productive when I need to be. Well, why is that? Do I need a break? And just step back and do the things that we truly need to do.
Yeah. And it goes into even like asking for help. Like as women, we don't ask for help because, well, I don't want to be an imposition. I don't want to, they're busy, so I don't want to infringe on their own time. And whatever other lies we tell ourselves to not ask for help because we're afraid of hearing no. But when we're asked someone for help, we are gifting them the opportunity to be of service to us. And how good does it feel when we are being of service to someone else?
Yes.
So stop cheating them too. Like our friends, our employees, our people, like they're there to be of service and to help. Like that's why we called them into our lives.
Yes. Somebody said this to me. I recently had somebody offer to help me with something. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And I was trying to think through, like, how could they help me? Is it going to be more time consuming for me to teach them how to do something? Or can I just do it myself? Like all of the things that go through our heads, right? And somebody else was observing and she said, I just want you to recognize you just stole her blessing.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to steal someone else's blessing, right? So I actually stood back and was like, you know what? I do need to allow someone to help me in more ways than one. And it's just one of those things where, I mean, if people are asking to help or if you're denying them that opportunity, man, how we're cheating ourselves, but how we're cheating them too.
Yeah. And then it's like our friends or the people that are around us look at us and be like, you're burning yourself out and you're miserable. And like, we don't want to be around, like, I don't want to be around me at that point. How do they want to be around me at that point?
Right. Right. Oh, friend, this was a great conversation. There are definitely some nuggets that were dropped that I'm really, really excited about. So I cannot wait for your book launch. It's coming out when?
January 27th.
Perfect.
So any minute.
Name of the book?
Brave Shift.
Brave Shift. Okay, perfect. And so if somebody wants to get a copy of the book, where's the best place for them to go to get it?
Well, it's available in pre-sale everywhere right now. Or go to my website and just get it direct, because the couple of benefits. My website's www.michelekehrer.com, which is Michele with one L. And in it, there's a mini shift guide. So even if you don't, like, I'm not a book reader, or I don't want to buy another book, or whatever the thing is, just get the mini shift guide. it's like, when I was creating it, it was like, oh, do like 3 habits or 5 habits. Well, I'm one to break the rules. So I was like, I like 7. I'm going to create 7 habits. So, and it's a lucky number. It's a fun number. It's fun to say. So yeah, grab your mini shift guide, 7 habits that will help you just have so much more fun in your life.
Oh, well, first, I'm excited about the launch. I can't wait to get my hands on a copy so I can read it. And I wish you the best of luck with it, my friend. And listen, if y'all want a copy of the book, I encourage you, please pick it up. Go to her website. It is definitely something you will want to read. And I can't wait to hear from you. We'd love to hear, what shifts are you making in your life that are changing to monumental things. So really, really excited to hear from you. Michele, so if people want to get a hold of you, is the website the best place to get a hold of you?
Absolutely. For sure. Like, I'm on LinkedIn, but I don't necessarily check it. I have an email. I don't necessarily check it. So yeah, just go to the website and then we will connect. And I absolutely want to hear your stories. I want to be a part of your journey as well.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, friend, for sharing that. Now, you know how I love to round out conversations is to talk about the 3 things that mean the most to me, right? So honor, empower, inspire. And honor is thinking about a woman of a past generation that had made an impact on your life. Who would you like to honor today?
This was a fun one because as I was, I've listened to your podcast and things like that. And the first time I heard it, the first woman that popped in my head was my grandmother. And I was like, wow. And I hadn't thought about her in a long time. She's passed quite some time ago. But she was such a force. She sold Stanley Home products, right? So, like, I don't know if you recall what those are, but, door-to-door sales. And she was one of the top producers in the country as a woman. Like all the Stanley Home product reps, she was the top of the top. And it was so fun because when we were in town, she lived in Buffalo, she would, toss us in the car on Saturday morning, we'd fill up our trunk with all her products. And we'd go and have coffee or tea with all of her friends, which were her customers. And I would like bring in the bags and whatever. And she let us keep all the tips, which was so cute. But I didn't even realize the impact that had on me about standing strong, owning a business, like not being afraid of the word no, which I wish I would learn that a lot sooner in life. But now I'm like, wow, it doesn't matter. She was like, it was no pressure. You bought something from her, great. If you didn't, that was great too. She's still going to love you all the same.
I love that. Grandmothers have such a powerful impact on us. And it's so beautiful to hear you honor yours. What about empower? Who is a woman that you hope to empower or that empowers you to be your absolute most?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's so good. There's so many. I mean, I live my life in a pay it forward method because I cannot possibly thank all of the people that have helped me get to where I am. I mean, my mother, watching her be so tenacious growing up, my friend Kay, who was one of the first female traders on the board of down in Chicago, and who is arguably one of the most successful, who is just such grounded wisdom that we talk every week, and sometimes even every day on like, what am I up to and what is she up to and where are we going, and just kind of keeping each other focused. And I could go on and on with all the people that have helped me get to me.
Oh, I love that. Friends are super special. What about a woman of a future generation that you hope to inspire?
Well, that's always been a thing for me. Like from when I was growing up, I ran a day camps, and helped, the kiddos come up. When I had my physical therapy clinic, it was very much a teaching institution, meaning we had interns and we had students and everything. And it was like, and to this day, I'm still in contact with a lot of the interns and my employees that have come up through the world. And because I just wanted the best for them. I want the best for all people, including women.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I do.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, friend. It's been an absolute blast having you on ConvHERsations. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Like I said, reach out to Michele, grab that book. It's going to be one that you definitely don't want to miss. And I'll see you again next week. Have a good one.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of ConvHERsations with Kristie. I hope you're walking away with a few nuggets of inspiration, maybe a new perspective, or just a reminder that you're not alone in your leadership journey. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, drop us a comment, or tag us with your favorite takeaway. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep showing up, keep leading with heart, and keep building the kind of life and leadership that feels true to you. I'll see you in the next ConverHERsation.